This is Gemara Menachos Daf Kuf, and we're holding on to Daf Kuf Amud Aleph. After a fascinating Gemara is all about Torah, Gan Eden, and Gehenim, the realization that the schar of Torah is beyond the understanding of the inherent and ultimate obligation to absolutely not forget any bit of our Torah. We go back to our Mishnah, 7 lines down, says the Gemara Kuf Amud Aleph, the din of Yom Kippur. And the Mishnah taught us Chal Yom Kippurim Liyos Shabbos. And the Mishnah continued that the Babylonians would eat the seir of Yom Kippurim raw on Friday night. The question is, who exactly are these Babylonian? Says the Gemara. Amar Rabbi Chanan Rav Yechon lo Babylonian heim, elo Alexandrium heim. They weren't from Bavel, but rather they were from Alexandria. However, the Rabbanan did not like the Babylonians. They call the Alexandrians, who eat in the same mannerism as the Babylonians, they refer to them as the Babylonians. Tananami Achi says the Gemara of Yosem Relo Bablayim Heim Alexandrium Heim to Shesayin Bablayim Karnoi Sal Hashem Bablayim Amr Rav Yehuda Tenuach Daitcha Shenatcha Daiti. Your mind should be at ease as you made my mind at ease. Understanding that it wasn't actually his people who were doing this, as Rashi points out, Mishmachas Rav Yehuda. That it wasn't actually those from Bavel, but rather it was the Alexandrian. Says the Gemara, says the new Mishnah. Excuse me. Kuf Amud Aleph Zakta Mishnah. Continuing the discussion of the Lechem Aponim, the Levaina in the Bazichem, says the Mishnah. Sider as Halechem b'Shabbos. The Lechem Aponim was arranged on Shabbos. And the bazichem were arranged after Shabbos. And he burned the bazichem on the next Shabbos. Puzzle. Says the Mishnah, one is not obligated on them. There is no pigel. Why not? And there's no nicer, and there is no tummy. Again, anytime this really reminds us back to our Zvachim days, back to the beginning of the Masechta as well, that when a carbon is puzzle, doing something wrong with it doesn't make it pickle, doesn't make it nicer, doesn't make it tummy. Sidra Salachem as Bazichem Shabbos. So and arrange them on Shabbos, Victor as Bazichem Lachar Shabbos. And then you burned the bazichem on Sunday, leaving the lechem aponim. Psula, the lechem aponim is possible. V'yichayolam shem pigel nicer v'tami. But sidra as halechem as a bazichem achar Shabbos. Let's say you arrange lechem aponim and the spoons after on Sunday. Victor as a bazichem b'Shabbos, and you burn the spoons on the next Shabbos. This is well psula. Ketzad yaseh, what should you do to ensure that the Levaina, that the Lechem Aponim are done appropriately, that they're put on the Shulchan on a Sunday? Yanichenu l'Shabbos. What should be done is you should leave it on the table for the coming Shabbos, the next one. Shafilu hi al Shulchan Yamim Rabim, ein bekach klum. Don't separate, take off one and that the other. Leave them both there. Continues the Gemara Tinan Hasam. We learned over there, quoting a Mishnah on Yuma, Amar lehem ha-mamayna. The mamayna says to them, says to the Kayanim, Su, go out and see Megia Zman Shchita, to the Zman for the Shchita, come of the carbon Tamid Shel Shachar. Imigia Rayomer Barkai. There's also a Gemara in Tamid. The one that sees it says Barkai. Matasiv and Shulai Me'ar Her Penikal Mizrach, they would ask, the entire eastern skyboard become light. Why do they need this? One time the light of the moon went up, and what? Vidima, and it appeared Shehira Mizrach. It appeared that it was morning. Shachatu asatamid v'otziu lebeis hasreifa v'ridu ha'kohen gadol lebeis hatvila. And then the kohen gadol went down to the beis hatvila. Again, this is after the Tamid. This is Yom Kippur Fame. The Kohen Gadol is going to start his Avodah. Once the Zman for the Tamid Shal Shachar started, Kohen Gadol goes down to the mikvah. Zaklal Haya b'mikdash. Zaklal Haya b'mikdash. Kol HaMesach has raglav ta'an tefillah. Anyone who moves his raglav, literally mean over here, use the bathroom, has to go to the mikvah of Chlamatal Mayim ta'an kiddush yadayim v'raglayim. So if someone went, number two, someone had potential excrement that might have stayed on his skin, he needs to go to the mikvah. Someone who just urinated does kiddush yadayim v'raglayim. Says the Gemara, Tani Avua de Ravavin, continuing the theme of the case we're talking about, in a case that they by accident brought the carbon tamid at the night because they thought it was morning. Even though Eilas Ha'oif shenimlika b'layla, that Malika was done at night, Mincha shenikmitza b'layla, or carbon mincha that the kemitza was done at night, Teitze lebeis hasreifa, they go lebeis hasreifa, the Vaida was done at night, therefore the carbon is possible. So Bishlam Eilas Ha'oif misham t'layav shladura, says the Gemara, if the Malika was done at night, the bird, why? It's impossible to go backwards. Frag the Gemara le mincha. After the Mahadir Koyim, it's the Duchte. I don't understand what you did wrong. All you did is you took it a handful, put it back in. They come into your mama and do the Kemitza again. Why are you saying the Karban Mincha is possible? Explains the Gemara. Hu Tani Lavu Amar La Klishares Mekadshin Shaloi Bizmanam Klishares or Mekadish the Karbanos, even when it's not at the right time, and therefore the moment the flour of the kemitza is placed inside the klishares, cannot be mixed back in. Frekti Gemara Meisve, we're 12 lines in the wide lines. Kol hakare v'yoim, kadaish b'yoim. Any carbon that is brought by day is mekadesh, in the klishares by day, balayla. If a carbon is brought at night, then what? Kadaish balayla. Then it gets kedusha at night. Bein b'yoim ubein balayla. Anything that can be brought either by day or by night, then Kaddish Bein B'Yom Bein B'Layla will receive the Kedusha both by day and by night. Kol HaKar V'Yoim Kaddish B'Yoim, says the Gemara. So anything that is brought by day is Mekadesh by day. Frak the Gemara, so what does that sound like? That sounds like B'Yoim in, but B'Layla Loi. Einoi Kaddish, so it responds the Gemara, you're right. What does it mean? Einoi Kaddish just means Einoi Kaddish l'kar. If you can bring it as a carbon, avol Kaddish l'pasol, it does indeed become pasol. Meiser Rav Zera, effect Rav Zera. See, there's halacha v'sbazicha machar Shabbos. If you want to arrange them after Shabbos on Sunday, Victor's bazichen b'Shabbos. And then what? He went and he was marked to the bazichim on Shabbos, psula. Ketzad yaseh yenichenu l'Shabbos haba shavilu al shulchan yom rabbiv ein makachlam. Frek the Gemara, that was a quote. But says the Gemara, Yisal Gedaitach, if you're going to tell me, like you just said, that Klishares is Mekach and Shaloi Bizmanim, that putting it into the Klishares, it gives a Kedusha even if it's Shaloi Bizman, then what? Lifasel, Liktush Lifasel, says the Gemara, it should get Kedusha on Sunday, and then it should become Pasal, Belina at night. So says the Gemara, you're right. In the first very wide line at the bottom of Kofa Aleph, Amar Rabba, Rabba comes along and he explains, Manda Kamaisiv Shabar Kamaisiv, it's a gutta kasha. Avua D'Ravavin, Nami Masnita Kamar Avua D'Ravavin. We're not saying his own din, he was quoting a Mishnah. Now what? Kosavar Laila Ein Mechusar Zman. Now what? The Tanner of Rav Oven's father holds that a carbon brought by Nacht, not by day, is not called Mechusar Zman. Hayamim Mechusar Zman. But if a carbon is brought on the wrong day, then it is v'chosher zman. So bringing it by layla, not by day, that doesn't mess you up. Bringing it the wrong day does. Saif, Fraktimar, I don't understand. As we turn over to Kofam and Bey, says the Gemara, Kimati Laila Dvei Shimsha Likadish V'li Falsel. When the first Friday night comes, the bread should become Lena. The first Friday night. It's not that it's the wrong day, it's night. So according to Rava, the Shulchan should come along, should give the bread Kedusha, and then it should be Basal Belina. So how can you tell me that it's not? Explains the Gemara, my Rava comes along, 1 second, on the second line of Kufam Bebeis, comes along Rava, and he explains, Kadam Visilek. He removed the bread before Friday night, so that it would not become, I wouldn't have a psolino. Marzutra, secretary, Vitim Ravashim, Marfilutim, Mashalik Adam Visilek, even the Sidrai, Shaloi Kimitzvasai. Because you did it wrong. Because what he did is he did it in the right way. He did it on the wrong way, on the wrong day. It's as if a monkey brought it on, and therefore there's not going to be Kedusha because of the mannerism that it was done wrong. Says the final Mishnah of this parak, delving a little bit deeper into the afiyah and the achila of the shtei alechem, lechem abanim. Shtei alechem, says the Mishnah, ne'achalais ein bachas mishnayim, are eaten not less than 2 days, lo yisrael shalosh, more than 3 days. Kitzad nefa is me'erev yantiv, ne'achalos b'yantiv l'shnayim. They're eaten on yantiv on the second day. Chal yantiv liyos achar Shabbos on a Sunday. Ne'achalos l'shleisha lechem apanim ne'achal. Ein pachas mitisha lechem apanim is eaten not less than 9 days. And below Yoiser, it's not more than what? Al Chada Asar. Case and Eva Erev Shabbos, Nechel Shabbos Letisha, Chal Yom Tov Lios Erev Shabbos, Nechel Asara. Shnei Yom Tovim Zor Shana, Nechel Chada Asar. Similar to reminds of the Gemara Megillah, going through all the dates. It says the Gemara, you keep it on 9, you keep it on 10, and you keep even on 11. Ve'inoi Doiche, Lo Yisa Shabbos, Lo Yisa Yom Tov. Rashpaga, Imer Mishim Rishim and Askan, Doiche is Yom Tov, but Ve'inoi Doiche, it's Yom Soiv, it's only Doiche and Yom Tov, but it's not Doiche a fast day, Yom Kippur. So if Yom Kippur is on a Friday, the bread is baked on the Thursday. Says the Gemara, and with this, we wrap up this parak. Amar Avino. L'divrei ha'omer nadav and nadavais ein craving b'yantif. According to the opinion that says nadav and nadavais are not brought in yantif. Loi tema midaraisa mechsi chazi. Don't say midaraisa, you're allowed to bring it. V'rabban anute gazu shalai. Don't tell me bad it's fine. The Rabbanan said shalai isha. Ella rather midaraisa nami loi chazi. Why? Does they lechem the chavzei yoimu? V'lek lemeimar shami yeshevik tanina deicha lois haShabbos v'loi es hayomtiv. Once we know the makar is midaraisa, the Isser is going to be the same. And we begin the next parak. The parak begins with karbanos that are not kosher, similar to a mum, similar to apostles. Menachos v'nechasim shenetvu ad shloi kosher, they came tamei before they went into the kli. Yesh lahem pidin yikuradinam. Misha ekshu b'kli, once they go into the kli, and lecha pidin. Ha'ifos v'eitzav alvayno kli shari shenetvu, and lehem pidin. Shloi namar pidin ela b'mehema, you can only redeem it by a behema. So says the Gemara, let's understand the first part of the Mishnah, that the Menachos and the Nesachin that are tamei can be redeemed even before they went into Kli Sharis. Amar Shmuel v'afilu ein ta'irin nitzvim. Even while they're tar, we could redeem him. My taima kimad lo kadsha b'kli kedushas damim. You know, it's as if it was not mekudash b'kli. Therefore, it's only kedushas damim, and halach is kedushas damim. If then you can redeem kedushas damim. The Mishnah says become tamei. Says Maru adin davagav deloy nitmu. I think about it. Misty say, "But Misha get you be clean. Let me do that. Filu nitmu nami loy. The filu nitmu nami loy. Taninami Reisha Shenit. Therefore, it's taught the same thing is the Reisha. We're going to stop over here. I'll pick up from here another pshat in the Mishnah the next year. B'siyata Dishmaya.